Hey, I'm Leche Koza, and today I'm going to be sharing with you something that changed my life, and it will also change your life if you let it. This is a verse that I've always known as a little girl, and I had memorized it as a Sunday school student. I always used to think of this verse as something that should be memorized, something that's supposed to be memorized by all the Christians. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. Yes, I knew that God sent His only Son to die for my sins, but I never understood the depth of it. I was like, yeah, God sent His only Son for the world, which also makes me a part of it somehow, because I'm also a part of this world. But then one day when I was flipping through my Bible, sitting on my bed, my eyes fell on John 3:16, and I was like, oh, I know that verse. It's that same verse again. I already have it memorized, but something in my heart told me to stop and read that again. And so I read it again, but this time I read it much slower. I let all the words sink inside my heart. And it went like this. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. And this time when I read that, tears began to roll down my cheeks, and my heart was touched like it had never been touched before. My heart was moved, and I was amazed how, I always knew that verse, but it had never moved me like that before. And it had never been that personal to me. I felt like God was directly speaking to me. I felt like, yeah, this love is personal, and this love is personally from me. The verse came alive to me, and ever since that day, I have never looked at John 3:16 the same way anymore. I don't see it as something that is to be memorized, but it is the heart of God. The entire gospel is contained in that one verse. It is so powerful, it changes lives. It has changed mine as well. Our God the Father loved us so much that He gave His one and only Son to die for us so that we can be saved. All we have to do is believe in Him. Is there any parent out there who's willing to sacrifice their only son, their only child, to die for someone, to save someone who doesn't even know them, who doesn't even care about them? But God demonstrates His own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. I did not even know Him, but He died for me. You did not know Him, but He died for you as well. We did not care about Him at all, but all He ever cared about was you and me. So much that He even gave up His own life for us. And that, my friend, is true love. John 3:16 is true love.
God so